Tuko live sahii, wacha ni sambaze link wase wakam wa join alafu ndo tuendelee, lakini sahii tuko live tayari. Chacha yeah, for the few who have started joining us, we are live with Ariel Okall. Just try and send the link so that other people can join in. We'll be starting shortly. Okall, I think we are ready. Tunaweza anza tushare link wase watajoin wakikam.
Okay, sawa.
Right. A very, very good evening to you wherever you are watching us from. Many thanks for making time for us here on Sports 360. And tonight we'll be talking basketball, and we are humbled to have with us Ariel Okall, Kenya Morans, of course. When you're talking about basketball in relation to Kenya, you know what the story has been over the weekend. We are still celebrating the fact that the Kenya Morans qualified for the FIBA AfroBasket Championships for the first time in 28 years, and Okall was part of that team, so we'll be talking through him. If you have any questions, you have any congratulatory messages to send through, Zitume, then I'll be passing by them as we proceed. Okall, thank you so much for making time for us today.
Karibu sana.
And I do understand, sir, you are in Muscat, Oman. How's the weather? How are you doing over there?
I'm in isolation right now for the next 7 days. So niko ndani ya nyumba. I'm resting and trying to take this time to kind of recover from the tournament that we just had in Cameroon.
No, and I also understand that you're settling in at your new club Al Bashir. What can you tell us? Season imeanza, badi kama imeanza, mko wapi sahi? What can you tell about your new club?
The season is already on. We are into the season. So I'm going to make my debut on Sunday against one of my former clubs. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for my time to come so that I can go out there and do it.
All right. Yeah. Now, with the pleasantries aside, let's just get right into the theme of the poster. What everyone is talking about. How did you personally feel, or can you paint a picture for us, the Morans camp when Tyler Okall scored that winning basket that ensured your qualification to the FIBA AfroBasket qualifiers? Walk us through that moment. Vile Tyler Okall alikatia winning basket, ilikuwaje maana hapo kwa camp?
I don't know. As you can hear right now, I still haven't recovered. My voice is still like gone. So we were, moments like that, you normally wait and you're always anxious, waiting to see what's gonna happen. So when that shot went in, I couldn't believe it. I was talking about it the next day with the coach, and I was like, "We did qualify, right?" And she was saying, "Yes, we did." So I still can't believe it right now because the feeling is amazing. It feels nice. It really feels nice. 28 years in the cold, and then to qualify in that manner, it's really a beautiful thing.
Talking about beautiful, let's get the opposite reaction. The game after Senegal, you've gone down to Senegal and you'll come in Cameroon with the sole intention you have to win at least one game to guarantee qualification. How did you guys pick yourselves up from that Senegal defeat up to face Angola and you won?
Uh, After the Senegal game, we blamed ourselves losing that game because we had a good game in the first half, and then we had the opposite of that in the second half. So to us, we felt like we should have won the game against Senegal, but we just didn't have enough to finish the job in that third and fourth quarter. But when we came to play with Angola, the mood was right. We The good thing about the Moran is we know how to get ourselves from any tough situation. So when we were facing Angola, we had already forgotten about everything that happened against Senegal. And when we went there, we just went there to do one thing, to execute the game plan and to make sure we get that game done. And we did.
Yeah, and you did. Congratulations again. I know the messages will keep coming. Congratulations from our side. We won't tire from saying congratulations. Okal, apart from the
Shukran.
fact that Kenya qualified for the championship for the first time in 28 years, there's also the talk around the head coach Liz Mills, the first woman to qualify a men's team for the championships. What can you tell us about her and her technical team by extension? What was it that they brought? What's different? What is it that they made different for you guys this time round in the Sasa? We are going to Rwanda, Kigali.
I think what Coach Liz Mills brings to the table is a different a different look of how people view the game of basketball because she's more of a numbers person. She looks at numbers, things that you're supposed to do to win, turnovers and all that. So scouting and all that. So to us, it makes us smarter. It helps you play the game. At least you know what you're going to do. You know the person you're going to face. So it's like you're playing basketball and you're in school at the same time. So you're learning the game and you're also learning how your opponents play. So it makes our job easier. Whatever she's doing makes our job easier for us to go out there and execute the game plan that she gives us. The coaching, the tactics, with the support from Coach Jaya too, who is also an experienced coach. You find that our job is really easy when we're playing because already we've been given all the tools that we need to go and execute our game plan. So I think the addition of Coach Liz Mills into the Morans technical bench was a huge deal. Was a very huge deal for us, and we appreciate her being the first woman to qualify for the FIBA for basket as a head coach. Is an amazing feat, and I'm proud of her. And I'm also congratulating her for achieving this huge milestone.
Mhm. Of course, it's hats off for Coach Liz Mills, and we also hope to get on the show sometime in future. Okay, we've talked about Yaounde, Cameroon. I want us to now back
Yes,
it up a little bit and hii journey yote ya basketball ilianzia wapi? Now on a personal note, where did it all begin from?
I started huko kwetu back at home, Nakuru, Lanet Nakuru. Everybody shout out to all my friends, family back at home in Lanet Nakuru. Huko ndio tulianza kucheza Kenya Military Academy with so many guys. We used to have pretty talented guys from Kenya Military Academy. Then I joined Nakuru Club in 2010. Also shout out to my guys, Huko Nakuru Club. And then in 2013, I left Nakuru Club, joined KPA, and by that time I was also studying at Akumbi Teachers College. And safari ikaenda hivyo polepole from KPA. Now tumefika,
Mhm.
tuko hapa. I've played for a couple of clubs in Seychelles,
Yeah.
3 times in Oman. This is my fourth time. Uganda, Tanzania. I've been moving around. I was in Algeria last season, so I've been moving around with basketball. Safari haijakuwa rahisi hivyo, it has been bumpy, but you normally say trust the process. So I appreciate whoever that I've rubbed shoulders in the past with, wale nimekutana nao, wale wamenifundisha. I appreciate all these guys because without them hatungekuwa tumefika hapa mahali tuko.
Mhm. Nice. Okal, you are brought up in a sporting family. Actually, one of your sisters is doing so well in the United States of America, Felmas Koranga. Tell us something a little bit about your family, and then maybe a few words for Felmas.
My father is a former Harambee Star player, Mr. Elijah Karanga, now with KDF. And we started sports when we were younger. We started sports when we were way, way younger. So he was grooming us maybe to take over after him, but we went a different direction in the side of basketball. So most of his friends used to say huyu akona sura ya baba yake lakini anacheza ile mchezo ya mama yake because my mom used to play netball. So that's it to make fun of us. Anafanana na baba lakini anacheza game ya mama. So he did an amazing job because he instilled discipline in us. Because at a younger age, someone being in the KDF and then anacheza sport, so unaona discipline ya kufuata schedule ya tizi na vitu kama hizo ilikuwa kitu ya maana sana tukiwa wadogo. So we build up from that, and as the days go by, I ended up being a fine athlete. And he's proud of me. I'm proud of him too. Right now, he played in AFCON 1993, and now I'm going to play in the Afro Basket in 2021. Hata kama ni different games, but it's going to be the same stage. AFCON and AfroBasket are one of the biggest sporting events in basketball and football, respectively. So I think it's a proud moment for the family right now. I've been talking to him the whole day today. I was talking to my mom and my other siblings, and they're really proud of what's going on and what the Morans achieved. And moving forward, we expect amazing things from the family too. My sister, Felmas Koranga, right now in Troy University in Alabama. She's also doing amazing things over there. And yeah, we expect huge things from her moving forward 2021 and 2022 season. I hope she gets to make it to the WNBA because it's something that has not been done by a Kenyan. The first person to do it actually didn't play in the WNBA. She got there, but she went to play in Europe. So we hope Felmos is gonna do it, and also
Mhm.
we hope she's going to continue to inspire young girls out there and other women who are playing the game of basketball.
Mhm. Awesome, amazing
Yeah.
stuff. I can see Madenge Moses Calisto Etieno on Facebook saying Ariel Local, my guy, moving different. Then there's Kibiwot Delagat saying keep on keeping on. You've talked about your journey, Okal. Growing up, was there maybe that one person, maybe locally or internationally, you looked up to and you said maybe one day nitaka kuwa mseka huyu ujue msee ndo ananimotivate?
When I was starting to play the game of basketball, I didn't have. Unajua ukikuwa unatoka Nakuru, you don't know many people that play basketball because for me it was just playing basketball for fun, kidogo. I hang out with my friends. So I was looking up to my dad until the time I got to Nakuru Club and I got to see other basketball players from Nairobi, from Mombasa. Then I started. I watched a season when Peter Kiganya played in Kenya, and I was like, this guy is really good. This guy can play basketball. So I've been following closely, and we ended up being very good friends. So from that time when I started playing a club basketball, I've been looking up to him. There's Michael Karaoke from Nakuru Club too, who I used to train with back in the day, and he used to teach me the ones and twos of basketball. So Michael Karaoke and Peter Kiganya, Tobias Odumbe, these are guys that mentored me when I was younger. Then I got to KPA and I met Samuel Ochola, who's now a coach trainer at Kenya Ports Authority, Men's, and he's probably the godfather who was teaching me this is what you need to do. You know, when you get into the league as a rookie, you always have that one person who's showing you around. This is how the game is played. If you want to survive in this team, this is what you need to do. So Mitch Chola from KPA was that guy for me. And we have had an amazing friendship from back then up to now. We just keep on growing, and I really appreciate what he did to me when I joined KPA.
And where did this nickname come from? The doctor. There's the doctor. There's the beast. Let's start with the doctor. Nickname ilitoka wapi?
Just being clinical with what I do. Yeah, I was just being clinical, less mistakes. You know, ukiwa daktari makosa hazitakikanaji kwa hiyo kazi. Ukifanya makosa unaweza ua mtu. So to me, I was really clinical with whatever I was doing. And then there was this American trainer, Coach Miller, who just said, "Yay, I like that dance that you're doing. You're doing it just like the doctor." The doctor was Dr. J. He played for the 76ers in America. So the name just picked up. And then we started saying before games, the doctor is operating tonight and stuff like that. And people just went with it because it's really a cool thing when somebody says stuff like that before a game and then you go out there and you win. So people started just going with it and it just caught. Starts with me. Yeah.
Is there any relation to the doctor's report? Because the doctor's report, anybody who's active on social media, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, will come across the
Yeah.
doctor's reports, the articles. Is there any relation?
Yeah. I am the owner. I started the doctor's report. Uh, just trying to shed some light on what is happening around East Africa basketball wise. We started with shedding light, spotlight on athletes from East Africa, more so Kenya. But now we are spreading to Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, South Sudan, and we hope in future we are going to grow because the doctor's report is something special. It's a very special baby, and there are good things that are coming from the doctor's report. And watu wakae rada waangalie hapo hivi, tuna mambo mazuri tutawaletea.
I want us to come back. Cool nickname. I can see Ching Stephen on Facebook is saying cool nickname, the doctor. I want us to come to the fact that because we mentioned you've played in Uganda, you played in Tanzania, you played in Seychelles, Algeria, Oman, you name it, and you've also played for KPA locally. How will you compare the levels of
Yeah.
basketball back here at home and internationally? And do you think there's something we can borrow from out there that can make the levels of basketball here at home to go forward, even at the most basic of levels?
I think I've seen a lot of different styles of basketball, and I think the only difference between basketball out there in Kenya is the organization and the player development from the younger ages moving forward to the elderly, the older guys. So you find that most guys out here have invested a lot in player development, and their leagues are much more organized. So to me, basketball Kenya sio mbaya. Ka organization kidogo, with how the Morans are performing, I think the quality of the game definitely is improving, and in future tutakuwa na basketball poa sana. So it always boils down to the organization and how we train our young players, because without them then the future is definitely not there. So we need to make sure that our young players are well coached, well trained, tusikuwe tunafanya guesswork na vitu. So Other than that, our basketball is really good. We are very athletic. Kenyans are very athletic. So hizo ni vitu hatuwezi coach. You cannot coach athleticism. You cannot coach height and all that. So we just need to make sure that we put the the best infrastructure when it comes to developing talent. Because talent is already there. There are so many kids who want to play basketball. So to coach vizuri the right way, and we instill good behavior in them, and then we see where we can go from there.
Yeah, nice. Talking about height, I can see someone asking on my WhatsApp DM, hebu uliza Okall kama nataka kucheza basketball lazima nikuwe mrefu.
Now, Joseph Kaemba in the Morans is 5'11", Griffin, Choro, Victor Bosire, all these are 5'11", ish 6 feet top players, and they are doing pretty well. So even Angola, Senegal had players who are under 6 feet, and they are playing good basketball. So it's about heart. Size of is it heart of a matter, or brain mind of a matter, something like that. Wao wamesoma sana ndo wanasemaga hivi.
Nice stuff. Okay, some few minutes zimepita. You said something about siku rahisi, the fact that umezunguka all those countries, siku rahisi. I want to ask,
Yeah.
for a foreign player trying to adjust into a new league, trying to live in a different, away from home, what are some of the challenges you've gone through? Kuishi Oman, Algeria, vitu kama hizo. Tell us more.
Language is one of the toughest challenges that you're going to face. For me, being in Algeria was like the toughest, because I got there and they are speaking French and a different type of Arabic, which is not the Arabic we used to. So language barrier is crazy. The food, the diet, and then you have to make new friends everywhere you go. The good thing about it is your teammates tend to become your best friends because they are the only people you know when you go to a new country. So the game is the same. Unajua lugha ya basketball ni universal, so kwa court tutaongea tutaelewana, but sasa saa zile unafika nyumbani, you walk around the street and everybody is speaking French and some Arabic, na wewe umezoea Kiswahili na Kizungu, so unapata tu unakaa umechanganyikiwa, and then when you are wewe ni mrefu uko na dreadlock huku nje, ukitokea hapo kila mtu anakukimbisha kimbisha, so unaona it's really crazy, it's really crazy, inabidi unakaa kwa nyumba sana. But the game is the same. Competition ndio iko juu kidogo, but the game is the same. If you're a good player, you're a good player, you'll thrive anywhere.
Still on
Yeah.
your story challenges. Last year, some I think yeah, exactly an year ago, there was the
Yeah.
COVID-19 ilikuwa ishaanza. You're in Algeria, difficult times. There were some of your interviews with BBC Sports, some of the local media channels here at home. Just a recap
Yeah.
of what happened when you were in Algeria na vile the COVID ilikuwa inaanza. Tell us what happened at that time.
I got there, and after 4 games, they locked down the country while I was there. So I spent 11 months in Algeria. I think 11 or 10 months in Algeria before coming back home. I got out with a repatriation flight because there wasn't hawajafungua ni country mpaka saa hizi, so Algeria is still out because they had it rough with COVID. So the president there amefunga nchi. It was really tough because when you cannot play basketball and that's what you used to, then you're just idle, just staying there. It was really tough. Mentally, it was really tough, but we go through it. And by that time, the doctor's report ilikuwa inazaliwa hiyo time. So at least something good happened during that time.
Yeah, it was a difficult challenge for everyone because it's something kila mtu akuwa amezoea. At least yes, bado the challenge is there,
Yeah.
but at least people have learned how to live with it, the new
People
normal.
people already treat this thing as imekuwa normal na watu sahizi. Shazoea.
Nice. So now that uko Oman, the other day you're in Cameroon. Okay, the point is you don't come back home that often. What's that one thing you miss being away from home the most?
one thing I miss being away from home. Nairobi. I miss Nairobi. You're number one. And then ugali. That's one thing you can't live without. If you're a Kenyan and you're away from home all the time, ugali is very essential. So anytime you get home, una make sure kwa diet kuna ugali lunch, ugali dinner, ugali lunch, mpaka mwili izoee kidogo. But other than that, Nairobi, the lifestyle in Nairobi is really awesome. And then when you come home, you're in summer vacation, so unakaa unajiachilia kidogo. Hapa kazi ni mingi, you wake up in the morning, ni kazi mpaka jioni, so hakuna time ya to have fun. But the Kenyans in Nairobi, the Kenyan lifestyle, man, it's really crazy. Hakuna mahali pengine pazuri kama mtaa.
Umemena ugali. That's the staple food back here at home. Staple food ya the Omanis. Ni Omanis. Kenyans Omanis ni gani? Ama the Omans.
Omani, the
The
Omani,
Omanis.
yeah. Staple food,
The
yeah,
staple
I
food.
think there's this thing called hummus, bread-ish, but they love biryani. They love biryani. Biryani is everywhere here with different types of rice. You know, there's cooking rice. There's pilau kabuli from Afghanistan. They also cook that. There's mandi. Man, they have a lot of food here, but basically rice, bread, and hummus. These are some of the stuff that you'll find in most places in the restaurants when you go out there.
Ah, nice. Now, vile saa it's
Yeah.
8:32 p.m. hapa Kenya, East African time. What time is it over there?
I'm 1 hour ahead of you guys, so it's 9:33 right now.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get back to your career. I still have a question about 2014. That was the year that you were crowned the most valuable player when you are playing with
yeah.
KPA. How was that moment for you? Will you say that was your career defining moment? Nikafanya sasa you went full professional?
Yeah, 2013 was a pretty good year. 2013 when we played in the semifinals against Lions basketball, which was KCB back in the day. And I can say from that semifinal, even though we lost the finals, but people already knew that this team has some very good talent and is going to be a problem in the future. So when we came back in 2014, it was just a matter of time. We knew we were going to win in 2014. It was just how are we going to win? And when I became MVP, my mom was sick during that time, so that still stands out as one of the best games I've ever played because I played it and she was in the ICU. Alitoka that day that we were playing game 4 with the Lindsay, that's when my mom was actually waking up in the intensive care unit, and I was really happy. We dedicated that championship to her. She's one of the biggest basketball fans right now. At least amejua game, anajua kuna technical foul na fast break, anajua kitambo hakukuwa anajua kitu, alikuwa anajua ati hii basketball lakini wanapigana nini elbow peke yake kwa kichwa, because that's what she used to see people elbowing each other. But at least right now amejua about it. And 2014, that championship still remains one of the special championships that I have because we fought for it. To get it, we had to fight for it. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about special championships, I think you also agree with me. Last year, was it last year or the year after that, 2019, the FIBA Afro
Yeah.
Chan tournaments, the one that you finished second behind DRC. That was also special, right?
hmm that one is also amazing. That silver has a lot of power than most goals that people have because nobody expected us to win. Even us ourselves, we didn't go to Mali to go and just wait, beat every team and get to the finals. We went there with a sole intention. If we go far, let's get to the quarters, and people will still be proud of us because it's the first time we have been here. We haven't been here for a long time in international competition, and we just got here. Then we lost to DRC, and everybody was like, "Oh man, this tournaments are tough. And then the second game we beat Nigeria and things started flowing. We beat every single team until we get to the finals and people are like, okay, we are here. So what do we do now? We didn't plan for this. We planned for something else, but we are in the finals. So basically we are going to get a gold or a silver. So for us getting a silver, for a few moments there we were confused a little bit because we had mixed emotions. Should we be happy or should we be sad that we lost the finals? But then we were like, we're not supposed to be here. We just came for the first time to this competition, and then we are going all the way to the finals. So we are, we enjoyed the moment. We enjoyed the moment, and from that Afro-Can competition, you can see the good things that have happened from then to now. Something special started building up from that time, and we are in the Afro basket.
Oh, amazing stuff. No one expected that silver, the Afro-Chan qualifiers, and I think it was really impressive stuff. Okay, as we come towards
Yes.
the end of our talk tonight, I have a surprise segment called the quick fire, but niko na maswali nne. Kwa hizo maswali nne ushajibu moja. Favorite food, ushatuambia ni ugali. So the other
Ugali.
question, if
Yes.
ushajibu hiyo story ya ugali, so zimebaki tu tatu, quick fire. Ya kwanza, if you want to be playing basketball, what
Yes.
will you be doing?
I'll be playing football.
Oh, bado tu tuko kwa
I
sports.
will
You'll be
still
playing
end up.
football.
I will. Yeah, I will still end up as a sportsman. It was written, iliandikwa kitambo.
Awesome. The second one, who will you say is the
Yes.
most psyched up person kwa kambi ya Morans? Ikwe kama kuna msee inafaa mwanze kuimba, inafaa mwanze kudance, the most psyched up person in the Morans team at the moment.
That should be me. That's supposed to be me. But I have my goons. I have my squad.
But you're the
That's,
captain of that squad.
I'm the team DJ. I am also one of the spiritual leaders. Wala sio ule spiritual leader wa kuomba, spiritual leader ule wa kuwasha moto. And we call ourselves bomb squad. So every time you hear bomb squad and then somebody will say boom, so you know hiyo ni wale magaidi wa team. There's Eric Mutoro, there's Victor Electric Otieng, and then there's Bush wa Mukota. These are some of the guys that huwa tunakaa nyuma ya basi huko hivi with that boombox speaker, just playing loud music and making sure everybody is in the mood. Tuna make sure watu hawana hiyo wametoa butterflies by the time wanaingia kwa uwanja. So our job is just to bring the energy and motivate the guys at all given times during the game. Tuna make sure spirits za wasee ziko juu.
Awesome. I didn't expect utaniambia, but I was expecting you to mention Wamukota because there's a clip niliona na Wamukota was so psyched up. But good stuff, good stuff. The last question, do you follow NBA maybe once in a while? Na just as maybe schedule inaweza kuwa tight, but do you follow NBA?
A lot, a lot, a lot. I
Nice.
watch every single game. Yeah.
So we'll be having the NBA All-Star game on March 7th. We have Team LeBron, Team Durant. Who will you be
Yeah.
backing?
Team LeBron.
Team
LeBron
LeBron.
James.
Hakuna hata kufikiria
Yes.
direct.
No. LeBron James is
Awesome.
the greatest basketball player to ever dribble a basketball. So I am Team LeBron.
Team LeBron. Awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, I had 4 questions. Kuna moja ulikuwa ushajibu, so ni hivyo. The last question I have. Now that in a few weeks, I don't know the schedule, sijaiona bado, but in a few weeks, in a few months, you guys will be preparing for the main competition in Kigali, Rwanda. What will you want to tell Kenyans? Because
Yes.
sasa sahi ndio tushajua mmeingia, but sasa you'll have to go back to the drawing board. Teams are tough out there. What will you want to tell every basketball loving fan out there?
Uh, to the fans wa Morans wenye wanatusupport, kichapo ni ile ile. Spirit ya Kenya Morans ni ile ile, iko so high, so we will win games. People don't believe that we are going to win games, but we will win games. We will get that one win and tunasonga mbele. One win, tunasonga mbele. And we hope that we are going to make a deep run in Kigali. So Kenyans should believe. Wale watu wamekuwa wakidoubt the Kenya Morans. I only have I'll quote one thing from one of the coaches in the NBA. Don't you ever underestimate the heart of a champion. Hauwezi jua mtu kama ako battle tested, ametestiwa, amekuwa kwa situations kama zile tumekuwa na hii Kenya Moran. We have huge hearts and we have huge fight in us. So when it goes down to the wire, we definitely are going to become victorious. So in the Afro basket, we are going to beat big teams and we're going to make a big run. So people expect good things from the Kenya Moran.
Awesome. Of course, from our Sports 360 and by extension, the whole all media channels around in Kenya, we always wish you well. And all you can do is promote basketball, telling people that we need to support these guys. And we believe you'll put in a great shift
Yes.
when those championships ikifika in Kigali, Rwanda. I can see CTNA on Facebook anasema Doctor looking all glorious, utakula tatu when maybe unamjua utakula tatu when anamaanisha
Uh, when will I shoot the 3 point? Not anytime soon. Right now, my duties with the team is to make sure that we defend well. So you expect to have a lot of blocks, a lot of steals, a lot of momentum plays. So that's pretty much my job and my role in the team.
awesome. Okall, thank you so much for making time for us. Mi nimemaliza unless there's something you want to add.
Now I'm really cool right now. I'm still trying to uh, najaribu ku calm down from hiyo moment ya kushinda. I have now 6 days to go in quarantine. You can see I also have a tracker in my wrist so that I cannot breach COVID protocols. But I'll be done here by Saturday, and then I'll be out and I get right back to work to play for my new team, Al Bashair.
Uh-huh. Awesome stuff. We hope to hear from you soon again. Anytime when circumstances allow, you're always welcome back on the show. I'll see you.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Thank you to
Okay, okay, thank you.
everyone not tuned that another great interview for 360.